The European Union has sought for an appraisal from the Nigerian Shippers Council on the €411 million mass inland waterways transport project for Lagos State, also known as Omi-Eko. Delegates from the EU made this appeal on Monday when they visited the headquarters of the Nigerian Shippers Council. Speaking on behalf of the EU team, Selim Hosti said, "We have a project called Omi-Eko, which is aimed at reducing the transport congestion in Lagos State and also reduce the transportation cost and time delays for residents in Lagos State. This is a project that is estimated to cost €411 million, which will be supported by the European Union together with the Agence Française de Développement (AFD) and the European Investment."
The service of transport on the waterways, public transport on the waterways. This is an important program that will aim at reducing transport congestion within Lagos and also reduce time for people who want to move within the Lagos area, as well as cost. This is a project that is a €411 million. We are also coming one day in advance so that we can meet different agencies and partners such as your agency, and we would be very pleased to know what are your plans, strategic planning in terms of shipping. As EU, we are supporting Lagos for this program, but also in terms of transport and trade, we are trying to support and facilitate these in the region, West Africa region.
Even as they express readiness to partner with the Council to improve regional trade and deepen investments in the transport sector. Executive Secretary, Nigerian Shippers Council, Barrister Pius Akuta, who was represented by the Nigerian Shippers Council Director, Human Resources, Mrs. Ada Okam, encouraged the EU team to collaborate with the Council in its bid to decongest the Lagos seaport.
On behalf of Mr. Pius Akuta, the Executive Secretary and Chief Executive Officer of Nigerian Shippers Council, it is an honor and privilege to welcome you and your delegation to our corporate head office in Lagos. The Council was established in 1978, primarily to protect the interests of importers and exporters, and in 2014 was designated the nation's port economic regulator to perform wider and more comprehensive role and responsibilities, which trade facilitation is part of. As you may already be aware, the legislative processes are going on for the Council to become a commission through an act of the National Assembly. So, going forward, the Nigerian Shippers Council sets tariffs and handling charges which have helped to reduce the volume of overtime abandoned cargoes at the ports. The Council monitors joint boarding exercises by examination agencies. This equally to help reduce time wasted at the ports, which I believe the EU can invest in. The Council also addresses complaints relating to cargo abandonment at the ports, and we sensitize port users on the importance of timely evacuation of cargo at the ports. Through the advice of the Nigerian Shippers Council, processes at the ports are automated. The Council also sets standards that are being monitored for enforcement. We believe that your visit will be an opportunity for collaboration in the area of port decongestion, transportation, and other related matters.
The Transport Officer, EU Directorate General International Partnership, Mr. Jesus Galvillan, stressed that the Union is looking into provision of hard infrastructure and soft infrastructure for Nigeria and across the West African sub-region. In his word, he said, "We have an initiative that was launched 2 years ago by the President of the European Commission. The goal was to improve connectivity between Africa and Europe. For that to be achieved, transportation is key with regards to the infrastructure, and we are committed to invest in the development of corridors across Africa."
We are going to assess a project that is called OMI Eco, that aims to improve transport of passengers using waterways in the city of Lagos. And we are working there with other financial partners, namely the French Development Agency and the European Investment Bank. And we are looking into the final details before launching officially this project to improve urban mobility in the Lagos and its metropolitan area. And the second objective of this mission is rather the prospection of future intervention along what we call the regional corridors. In this case, we are looking into the corridor Abidjan-Lagos. So the idea is to look for projects or activities that can improve transport and trade along this corridor.
Thank you, sir. Sir, can you just... Joy in Amna, Seabed TV.